Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital and welcome to a new video right here on Hedera. Had to make an update. Hedera has been incredibly strong in the last 24 hours. Also slightly to as expected, but and we're going to do a full update on that, and we'll also do a bit of a recap of what I said yesterday, which is normally what I do. And then we'll talk about the different possibilities here. We're at a major resistance level. It was also the price target we spoke about yesterday. Now, someone commented on the video yesterday, and I don't mind that much, but I do want to, give my view on that, that I was wrong and that I would never admit it. Well, if you're new to the channel, you might think that, because a lot of YouTubers are like that, but the contrary is true when I'm wrong, which happens, of course. I'm definitely not always right. I would say I'm right about 70, maybe 80% of the time. And sometimes I also don't have a bias, but when I'm wrong, I usually say that. And yesterday, to a certain extent, I was wrong, right? Because what I said yesterday, when we zoom in a little bit more, the price was right here. I think at 22.5 cents. What I said is that I thought it was more likely we were going to pull back, then find support, and then get up to the target right here at 25 and 26 cents. So did that happen? No. However, the target was always 25 cents. I said it was most likely we were going there. So yes, we did that, right? A little bit earlier than expected. But if you go to the end of the video, and you can always check that if you really want to, even though it's a bit of a waste of time. I also said that we could also just rally up higher. So I know that's very easy to say for me, like, oh, you just said every different scenario. But it's my job, I think, to be honest and to provide good, solid, broad analysis. Right, and I do think that goal of the video was accomplished, and that's what I'm going to try to do in this video again. But Hedera, incredibly strong. It's not been as strong as Stellar. It has been stronger than Algorand, though, even though both of them are rallying right now. And just in general, there's a lot of strength here, right? And that is still very much existent. I mean, Hedera is still in that top 20 in terms of volume in the market right here. So do I think that we have a good chance to break out above 26 and 25 cents? Yes, I do think that. However, now the question becomes, which was basically the same one as yesterday. All right, well, we have this coin with a lot of momentum that also is within a category, within a narrative that has a lot of momentum, which Hedera definitely is. Are we just going to break out immediately from here, or are we now going to get a pullback? And then from that pullback, find some support, and then later on get a move up higher. And I am again going to say that I think it's more likely that we're going to get that pullback, and that's not only for technical reasons, although there are a lot of technical reasons with the imbalances we have from 21.7 cents all the way down into 20 cents and maybe even lower, right? And you can also see the fair value gaps, but fair value gaps are also are always a little bit less certain to use. But so you have those technical imbalances kind of pulling the price towards that. We have a very strong resistance level right here at 25 cents. And we have fundamentally some reasons to also expect a pullback. I mean, Bitcoin right now is still rallying higher, and it's most likely going to rally up higher, but we are nearing some major resistance levels towards 125,000. We have some fundamentals that are not great, with CPI data coming out tomorrow, which is a bit of a de-risking event. And the S&P 500 today opening lower. So I think you should be prepared for both scenarios, right? So if we are able to break above 20 cents here, of 26 cents, do I think you should buy? If we do that with a lot of momentum, yes. However, I think it's more likely right here, for those reasons I've given you earlier, that we are going to retest. And then that area right here between 21 and 20 cents, in my opinion, is very much the most interesting level to potentially buy Hedera again. Now, if you want to know whether I'm doing that or not, consider joining the Signal group. It's definitely not necessary. I mean, in my videos, I will probably also talk about it. So this is not, don't take this as advertisements. But that is something I'm personally considering. But I would say something like this is more likely for Hedera here. So I'll keep you updated on that. But for now, I think that's what you need to know. So thank you for watching. I'll see you all in my next videos, and bye.